welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. I hope you all really well. I am back today with a double unboxing video for you. So I have received both my Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink Sewscription box and my Fabric Godmother box on the same day this month, which is really exciting, although it would be nice if they were spread out a little bit just to maintain that sort of excitement over the course of the month. But you know, it's great having them both come at the same time. I haven't opened them yet, and I know that probably many of you that watch unboxing videos, and I know that lots of you don't, you might have already seen what's in the Think Pink one because quite a few people got theirs before me and have done unboxing videos already, but I have deliberately avoided them because obviously I want the surprise. So yeah, I've got mine. I've left it over the weekend and I haven't unboxed it yet, and I thought we could do that together today. So that's what we're going to be doing. And yes, my Fabric Godmother one is here as well. I have no idea what is in either of these boxes because I have avoided all spoilers, which is great because I love the surprise of them. And this month I haven't opened them before I'm sharing them with you today either, so it's going to be exciting as we unbox them. So anyway, I'll start with what I'm wearing. I am wearing my Paige hoodie, which is one of my most recent makes, and yes, it's the Chalk and Notch Paige hoodie. I know lots of you love this pattern and it's a favourite of mine for sweater season, and yes, I love it. So this is the fabric that I got from Fabric Obsession. I think it's a French terry, loop back French terry, yes. And the ribbing, I used purple ribbing for the cuffs and the inside of the hood from First for Fabrics as well. I showed this on Instagram. I think I've shown it on here as well. I can't remember, to be honest. I've used some draw cord that was in my stash, which I can't remember where I got this from, but it was the most obvious one that I had on hand that sort of goes with it, I think. And then the little aglet things, little drawstring cord ends, if you like, were in my stash as well. I've used the drawstring cropped version because this is the version that I really like rather than the one with the hemband. And I'm wearing it with a pair of joggers, which I will show you, but they're not my favourite, I'm going to say. So these are the Sunday Trackies that I mentioned I was going to be making, and they are by Modern Sewing Society, so they're quite high-waisted, as you can see. These have a drawstring on as well. This drawstring I got from First for Fabrics quite some time ago now. I have just tied the ends of these in a knot to stop them fraying because I can't find where my little aglets are. No idea where those are, so that's just a temporary solution. So they have back pockets there, as you can see, but they don't have side pockets, which I'm finding a little bit annoying if I'm honest, because I would prefer to put my hands in some side front pockets, but that's probably something that's an easy alteration to make. Elasticated and drawstring waist, which I have put eyelets in, metal eyelets in, and then the legs are quite loose fitting, which I love. They have these sort of cuffs at the bottom, so they're sort of tapered with a cuff at the bottom that you just turn up, which again I love. But there is a but coming. There is a but coming. So the but is I've used a French terry. So this is a sort of lilac French terry that I got from, I think it was Little Legs Fabrics, and it's a lovely fabric, don't get me wrong, but the colour, as much as I love it, in joggers I am feeling it's a little bit frumpy for my personal taste. So yeah, when I've made them I just feel it's just giving me just not the vibe that I wanted. So when I bought this fabric, it did say on the website it was like a dusty lilac, and I was really looking for, you know, a fabric that has the sort of that aged, sort of sand washed appearance. That's the kind of fabric that I wanted, and I couldn't find anything specific, but with this saying it was dusty, I thought, oh, I wonder if that is, and it wasn't. I think it was more sort of just describing the colour rather than the finish, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't like them. I love the pattern. As I say, I do wish they had side front pockets, but I just don't like them in lilac. I think, yeah, they're going to be fine for just around the house, which is what I wanted at the end of the day. But yeah, probably not, probably a bit of a faux pas on my part there. But anyway, we will get into the unboxing. So I'm going to start with the Think Pink Sewscription box. So this has come with this beautiful autumnal sleeve over the front of it. It is, I'm not sure which one it is, whether we're on 36, 37, something like that, because I had a bit of a break, didn't I? And this is my second month since I have resubscribed. So I am excited to see what is inside, but I'm trying to get this little slip off the box at the moment with great difficulty. So inside the box this month, we have contents as so. We have our little QR code here, which will take us to the ebook, which I will have a look a bit later. And it says on the front, bring on the chill, we've got the cozy, chapter 10. So inside we have, oh, it's not even 36, it's 44. Subscription box 44. This month's box contains 2.5 meters of fabric. There are 2 colorways, so that's exciting. So we have our little gift in this gorgeous little bag with oak leaves on, and then oh, inside here we have Gutterman thread in a pale pink. Do you know what? I've got loads of Gutterman threads and I seem to have this colour more than any other at all. I seem to have loads of them. So anyway, moving on, let's see what else we've got. Oh, what's this? We have this. Anybody know what it is? Oh wow, is it like a lint thing? I don't know whether it's like a lint roller. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's some kind of, because this feels sort of like really velvety fuzzy. I don't know if it's like a lint thing. Interesting, never seen that before. I'm sure it will tell me in the ebook. We've got a pack of border shortbread rings. That is very yummy because I love shortbread. And 2 huge paper clips. These are always useful, you know, for putting your, well, you know, so for instance, I do sometimes do some pattern drafting, and when I've got my pattern pieces, just pinning them all together, these will be really useful for that, because then I can hang them from it as well on one of my clips on my pegboard. So that's really useful. Thank you for those, Andrea. And then in the box we have the fabric. So it is a check fabric. Ooh, I like this. So we've got a brushed cotton, that's what it feels like, and the colours are perfect for me, absolutely perfect. Gorgeous brushed cotton in this lovely check design in pinks, and it's like blues. It looks a bit greyish, but it's more blue. It's really lovely. I like that a lot. And I was only wearing my Grain Line Archer shirt. I made one a couple of years ago. I've been wearing it over the weekend actually, and thinking how much I love wearing it this time of year over a simple t-shirt and jeans. And having this means I can make another, which is really nice. So yeah, this is very super soft. We've got 2.5 meters, so plenty there to make a shirt. So I think I'm going to make another shirt with this. I think I will get loads of wear out of it. So yeah, very, very happy with that. That is going to go straight into the pre-wash, and then we will look at my Fabric Godmother box. So we've got another big box this month, and let's see what's so what have we got here? I can't show you the contents because it shows you the fabric straight away, and I want to keep that as a surprise. But inside here again we have the October 25 Dream Wardrobe 6 to 30 with the QR code to scan for the newsletter and sewing notes, which I'll do that shortly. We have 2 pieces of interfacing. Interesting. We have a Fabric Godmother. So I think it's a coaster. Let me take it out of the packaging, then it will be easy for you to see because you won't get the sort of shininess of the plastic coming up on screen. So we've got a coaster, but it's obviously got dimensions on it as well. So I don't think it's designed to be a ruler. I think it's just designed to be a coaster, but we've got obviously inch dimensions on one side and centimeters on the other, which is lovely. So that's really useful actually. And then we have a pattern, and the pattern is one I've already got, which is a real shame. So I'll probably destash this, but the pattern is the Rowan trousers by Emporia Patterns. So I think what actually you can do with the Dream Wardrobe is you can return the pattern if it's one you've already got and get that discounted. I'm not sure. I will check with them. If I can't do that, I think I will probably just sell this on because, yeah, I've already got this pattern, but it is fabulous. In fact, I was wearing my Rowans over the weekend as well, which, yeah, I forgot how lovely they are to make. So, yes, Rowan trousers. So these are a barrel leg trouser. They have a really lovely, I don't know if you can see on here, but they've got really lovely sort of waistline detail with these really thick belt loops, which was a design feature that really drew me to them, to be honest, because I really like the sort of vibe of them. They're a really lovely trouser. They're designed to be cropped, so they're not full length, but you know, if you wanted to lengthen them, you could. And then the fabric, which obviously is perfect for them, is this. So it's a denim. It's a selvage edge denim, so it's super high quality. And then we have it's very heavyweight, this fabric. We've got a blue, deep blue sort of leopard print design on here as well. So it's really nice quality, really heavy, as I say, very sort of structured, and it will hold the shape of the Rowans perfectly. So I've just looked at the QR code to take me to the sewing notes for this month's Dream Wardrobe, and this fabric is called a Benson. It's a Benson raw denim, 10-ounce denim, so it's really quite heavyweight, and it says it's a laser printed denim. So what that means is that they use some kind of special system to print the denim, and then when you wash it, it reveals a different color. So what it says is that it actually goes to a really deep indigo color once it's been washed, which is really interesting. Never seen anything like that before. But yeah, as I say, I personally, for my preference, don't like printed denim jeans or trousers. I prefer plain. It's just my personal taste. So as much as this is a really lovely fabric, I think I'm going to destash this kit. I think it's probably one that's just not for me. One other thing that I did see on the QR sewing notes as well is that this is actually a colour catcher. It's not interfacing. I did think when I saw it, I thought they don't feel like, you know, because they've got no sort of glue dots on, and I know that you can get different types of interfacing that are sew-in as well, but I thought, is this interfacing or is it something else? But it's actually a colour catcher sheet. So they recommend that when you wash this for the first time, when you pre-wash it, that you use one of these sheets with it, and obviously make sure that you pre-wash it with nothing else in there as well because of the colour bleed. So beautiful fabric, absolutely gorgeous. Sadly not for me. So I think I am probably going to destash the entire kit this month. I think that's probably the best thing. You do get a Gutterman thread with it as well. This is a sew all thread, so it's not top stitching, but it's in a beautiful deep blue as well. So I think, yeah, I think probably for me, with the Rowan trousers, the thread and the denim, I am probably, and the colour catchers, I am probably going to destash this one. As lovely as it is, if I didn't have the Rowan trousers, it would be fantastic to finally have that pattern, but I already do. So I'm sure for somebody else, it will be a lovely, lovely kit. Right, I am going to leave it there, guys. I hope that's okay. Very quick one from me today. I think this month, definitely for me, Beyond the Pink Door wins. I love this, and yes, definitely going to make myself another autumnal overshirt. Those colours are perfect for me, and yes, definitely wins over the Fabric Godmother one this month. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would love to hear which you would prefer. So I hope that's okay. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.